So, is this recording? Yep. It's very loud here, so I'm going to be very close again. Also, this is a coconut. A coconut and almond milk frappe. It's pretty good. Yeah, I was in the Amulet market. It felt awkward recording people, so I didn't really. Apologies. And a lot of like the same shit over and over and over again, which is kind of not my bag. I'm more of a unique piece kind of guy. Anyway, I walked past this stall a couple of times. It looked like it had some like relatively unique bits, like smaller. Dude was like hand making stuff. He kind of called me over and he showed me a thing. It was like a little white statuette of 3 elephants. And it's Diwali, and Ganesha is one of the gods, and Lakshmi is another one. And both of them have elephants as part of their celebration, like about part of their presentation, sorry. Lakshmi has like white elephants behind her, and Ganesha is a white elephant. So I was like, okay, you know what? I've always wanted like a long bead necklace. So maybe I try and find like a long bead necklace and then get a white elephant pendant on it. If I can get a white Ganesha, that'd be cool. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'll have a look. He shows me. And then I ask him what it's made of, and he's like, oh, I handmade it. And then he does like this. And I realize he's talking about the fact that it's ivory. Now, he could be lying. He also had like a tooth that he got out. Like a chunk of bone, it looked like. And he said that he was basically telling me that also. He was saying that was ivory. And if I'm honest, that left a bit of a not so wonderful taste in my mouth. So I left the market without buying anything. Maybe I'll check out Little India, see if they're selling any pendants, and then maybe try and find like a I don't know, a local place that makes necklaces or bead necklaces or something, and maybe combine the two. Because getting something purely Hindu feels maybe a little odd for Thailand, you know, to represent Thailand. But I quite like that I arrived like on Diwali. So getting something kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna go, there's like the main square with all the like temples and stuff, so I'm gonna walk around there and then I'm gonna get some dumplings from a vegan dumpling place that I found online. Cool. Didn't realize you weren't allowed to go into the temples without trousers. I wasn't really planning on going in the temples today, but oh, that's good to know. Now I understand why so many people put on 1 second. Why so many people buy and put on the elephant trousers. How's anyone going to know that I was even in Thailand if I don't own a pair of elephant trousers? I refuse. I refuse. I found a place that sells monoculars, and at the same time I can pick up a grenade or two. Ta-da! Bloody luxurious. For under a fiver, it included being straight razored, it included being massaged, it included my beard and my hair, and my nose being trimmed apparently as well. So yeah, it's super clean, super old school. Love. That was for like £4.50. Lovely. Is it just me, or are these crows huge? I don't know if you can see, but like compared to the pigeon in front of it. Okay, maybe it doesn't, the scale doesn't show up, but and they just got like normal ass sized birds. But they're big, man. Stay, 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 stay. Come on, stay, buddy. Yo. Solid advice, guys. Don't forget to stretch. Mobility is important as you age. Saw an old man flexing his like leg on a bar, like one leg on a bar, one leg on the floor, and he was way flexible, way more flexible than me. And I was like, mad respect, bro. Mad respect. I must have reached the gun district because I just walked past like 2 entire streets of guns, including stalls that sell guns. And I swear one of them was marketed at women and had like a Home Alone, not Home Alone the movie, just had the words Home Alone, and a woman outside of a spooky looking house with a pistol in her hands. And then another was like Into the Wild, and it was a woman hunter ranger lady on the hills with a rifle. And then another one that I swear, I promise, said fresh guns. So, you know, fresh guns. Fresh guns daily. Wild. Very strange. Coming from the UK, just see rows and rows and rows of guns. Oh. Pretty bold of me to have worn a white linen shirt, getting a haircut with black hair, obviously going everywhere, and in the most humid, sweaty fucking city in the world. So I'm gonna go to the hostel and I'm gonna shower and I'm gonna change, I'm gonna wash my clothes, and then I'm gonna head back out and see what the night is like. And I'll tell you about my day when I get back, because there's some stuff to relay you on. Not actually why I turned on the camera, but really cool temple over there. So where the first bus dropped me off was kind of near a restaurant I could go to eat. So I'm gonna go eat, actually, have an early dinner. I've spent so much money today, I think. A lot of it is in cash. I gave 300 baht to a charity as I was walking by to liberate some cows or something at the university. I don't really know. And then I gave 100 and something baht to a guy who sat next to me. He's either homeless or just some dude from Pakistan, apparently. He showed me like a burn wound on his arm and he needed medicine and he needed 800 baht, and I was like, that's too much, man. I can't give you that. So I gave him a little bit. So yeah, and then I brought some protein powder, and some protein bars, like just in case, you know, some two bars of just in case sort of food, high calorie meal replacement things, like 400 calorie bars. Chia seeds, and SIM card, which costs 999 baht. It's quite expensive, like 25 quid. It's unlimited internet for a month. It's pretty good, but still. So yeah, I made a friend on the bus, and we're gonna do Diwali together, which I think will be really nice. Go to Little India and see what's going on. Might try and get some henna, but I don't know if you need to book or something. I might try and fit in a massage as well at some point, because I'm in Thailand. I should get a Thai massage, right? But yeah. And then yeah, big temple day tomorrow, and I'll tell you all about the amulets and my plan for the jewelry here later, when I'm back at the hostel. Okay. Did you read that? No. What the hell does that mean? Finally, I hear you all say, Adam's naked again. That's right, I'm naked again. I'm sweaty. Oof. It's crazy. I like the shorter hair. I like the shorter buzz cut. It's better. And the shorter beard is definitely better. Alright, let's see what my notes say. Oh, I got loads. Why do I have the word spill? Did I spill something? Spill. No idea. Laos, Cambodia. Yeah, Laos didn't really look like it had loads of volunteering opportunities that I wanted to do. There's a lot of tourism and a lot of businessy stuff that really isn't up my alley. And Cambodia has loads of schools that need teaching, which would be much more enriching. And there's an NGO on there that looks great, looks super solid. So I might do that instead. Plus, Beth is in Cambodia at some point doing teaching as well, so that would be nice. But I'm going to Laos because that's my way out of Vietnam, so I guess I'll be there for however long I decide to be there as like a little holiday. Maybe a week, I don't know. Permaculture I will leave for a slower time. Lack of English, yeah, I'm kind of impressed. I don't know if that's the right word. I kind of respect the lack of English. It's more annoying for me to get around, but signage and stuff is not in English that often here. And like even on like ingredients bottles and things, they'll like just tape over the English with Thai and it'll just be in Thai. Signs and stuff in general. I know I just said signage. Haven't found B12 yet. Need to go to a pharmacy. And I went to a couple of like health foods places that had supplements there, but they just had like multi-B vitamin. You don't give a shit about this. They just had multi-B vitamins, which had B12 in it, but also loads of other stuff that I'm just a bit like, I don't know if I care about this. I think I've lost some weight. My shorts are much looser now. Like they were a bit tight and now they're just loose. I don't know where that weight has gone. But here you go. Yeah, I made a friend on the bus. Did I already tell you this? Made a friend on the bus and we just sat next to each other, both first time taking the bus. She was from the US and yeah, she's around for a bit, and I was talking to her about how there's Diwali, and I really wanted to like try and find a good Diwali celebration somewhere. And there is apparently supposed to be Diwali celebrations all week in Little India. So yeah, I was like, let's go to Little India together. That's fun. Bangkok is very clean. Even in the super touristy areas and stuff, that's actually quite impressive. It's very clean. There's not much rubbish. And there aren't that many bins, but it's very clean. I think I like Bangkok. It's got a good energy. I love a big city, man. Yeah, it's a really cool energy here that I think I could get on board with for sure. I bet if you really get to know the city, then it's like a good vibe. I'm gonna leave the word spill there in case I remember it in the future. Amulets and beads. Okay, so tomorrow is temple day. I'm gonna do 2 temples in the city, the big ones, but I'm gonna do them at opening, like 8:30 in the morning. I'm gonna be at the door and I'm gonna like, let me in. It's not cheap. I think it's like 800 baht or something ridiculous to get a ticket. Well, it's not really good. £20. It's quite a lot for the big one, and then the smaller one I think is a bit less. And then there's like one that you have to hike a little bit or walk a hill or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna do 2. I'm gonna plan my route while I'm here, and then I'm gonna go out to the then I'm gonna go to the vegetarian place and eat. Then, but just in case there's no vegan food like out in the sticks. Then I'm gonna go to a region that has like smaller temples. So, why? Why go to the smaller regional temples and not the big, shiny, cool ones with all the statues? So, my jewelry for this place is gonna be a big, long, white bead necklace. And on it, points on it, equidistant, I'm going to put charms, amulets. Now, what's important to note is the amulets here are a whole fucking ecosystem. Like, it's like watches or like precious stones, where they all have stories and they're all blessed by specific monks and stuff. So I went to the amulet, as you know, I went to the amulet market. It's a bit too much for me. I didn't really get it. I guess it's like walking into like a watch market and looking at brands and being like, I don't know what the fuck this is, like this specific model of this specific brand. You see 10 of them and you're like, I don't know if it's rare, I don't know if it's a good price, I don't know if it means something. Like, I think it looks nice, but you're maybe paying a premium for other stuff. Anyway, loads of locals there, but barely any foreigners like at the amulet market. It's pretty scary. It was like very weird and very scary, as in like there's a lot of stuff, hordes of stuff, the same stuff. Anyway, so then I read up more about it. Turns out that amulets get blessed by monks. And if you go to specific temples, they'll actually sell amulets there. But you don't actually buy them. You rent them. It's a very delicate thing. So in theory, the way this works. Oh. No, I'm getting a phone call on my SIM 1. That will cost the person £1 bajillion, so I'm not going to do that. You can leave a voicemail or text me. So you actually rent them. And in theory, what you're supposed to do is you get a blessing from a monk, Buddhist monk, onto the amulet. I mean, they can also like tell you, you know, they can be like, oh, you need this blessing, like it looks like you need this, or you want this, or whatever. And then they can give you something. And then when the power runs out, or it feels like it's not serving its purpose anymore, you give it back, and then it goes to somebody else. go to somebody new. That's the idea. So I was like, that's really cool, and that would be a much cooler idea. So I'm here on Diwali week, and Diwali is about a lot of things, but specific worship of two different goddesses, Lakshmi and Ganesha, both female, both related to elephants in some way. Lakshmi often has white elephants behind her, and Ganesha is an elephant. They're a white elephant, I think. So I'm tempted to that. So the white necklace of beads I plan to get in Chiang Mai, because the Karen tribe I think also deal with beads, and Chiang Mai the Art Week might have some cool beads there. I think it's like the right place to get a bead necklace made. Semi-custom, I don't know. So that's, yeah. Then I'm gonna get I'm gonna go to these regional temples. You give a donation and you get a blessing in return. So I'm gonna give a donation and I'm gonna get a blessing from the monks. Well, I'm gonna try and chat to them about like the whole thing, the energy and how it feels. I'm gonna meditate each one and see what they all represent. Try and get something different from each that represents their values. And then on Diwali or Deepavali on Thursday, I'm gonna try and find a Ganesha statuette / charm to add to it. So I will then end up with a few charms from different regional places, plus hopefully somewhere from Diwali. On Diwali, which is on Thursday. That's the plan. Plus if I get the elephant, the Ganesha elephant, then that also can stand for the elephants at the elephant sanctuary. But the white is supposed to be kind of like ivory, like representationally, which I thought would be quite cool. So yeah, I think that would look sick as well. Having a long, I've always wanted like a big long string of pearls that I can wrap or I can wear long, but this would be even better. So yeah. Cool. I think that might be it for today, you know. I think I'm just gonna, let me show you what I bought from, I did buy from the Whole Foods shop though. Protein powder. I'm gonna decant that into a Ziploc bag, because that's normal. Chia seeds, because that's normal. And meal bars. Yeah. Just in case, you know. This looks pretty good, and I got the unflavored, and it was on sale. So $550, which is like, was it like £12? No, £13? No, £11. It's £11 for all of this, and it's made of pea protein, goji berry, and MCT oil, and that's it. Those are the only ingredients from coconut oil. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, should last me a while. My idea is that if on a day I don't get enough protein, I either have it at the end of the day, or if I don't like taking it at the end of the day, I'll have it for breakfast the next morning. So like, I'll be like topping up the day after, and I don't have it every day necessarily. But the chia seeds are for every day. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna do washing. decant this, plan my day tomorrow, sleep, get up early, and then yeah, I'll probably see you tomorrow for some temples. And a lot of the time, I'll take the video of me after I've seen something, and you won't see the thing. It's because I'm experiencing it, and it's either weird for me to take a video, or I just don't want to get out a video and be seeing it through a screen or something. So I need to start wearing the camera like around my neck again, so that I can just hit the button and not be distracted. And then I won't feel so bad. So I'm going to do that in the future. Okay.